So I'm going to try this again. Now, you guys, good morning. It's Tamika Chambers with Fulfill Your Divine Purpose. Welcome to Monday, the 11th of May. And it's a beautiful day here on the West Coast. Lots of sun. See the trees. I grew up with looking at one major tree where I lived. And here I get to see many more trees when I wake up in the morning and before I go to bed. And I brought my plants up. This is supposed to be raspberry, I believe. I got some strawberry seedlings that are popping up, some sprouts here. And that's supposed to, that's blueberry. And this is raspberry. So I don't know. We'll have to look again at the raspberry, but I hope you had a great weekend. We just celebrated Mother's Day of 2026. And I was thinking Father's Day will be here in about a month, right? And so just wanted to pop in, and I was thinking about what to talk about today. And what came to mind was robbers of our garden, of our inner garden. How we can sow these seeds, or we can deny them and even remove them up, because weeds start out as seeds, right? And so one of the seeds or weeds that I was thinking about is jealousy, and how I thought about my dealing with that, growing up, being raised by a single parent, and we didn't have a lot, a lot of physical possessions, but over time we gained stuff, right? Flea markets, secondhand stores, etc., using our creativity. And there were people around us that that had a better, if you will, on the outside, a better life. It looked like that on the outside. And I remember walking down the street, and the thought came to me that you don't have to be jealous, that everybody has their own life. And that thought evolved to, we all have our own lives. We're all on different paths. We have different things that we like. We have a spiritual blueprint that we are here to reflect the truth, to express our gifts, our talents, our abilities in many different ways. And there's no one who can do what you do like you do, because you have all of this. You have your own special gifts. And then also, too, you have your own special background, that human genetic background. So we have the human genetic, and we also have the spiritual background, and our spiritual genes. And we have to remember that no two lives are the same, not even twins, that we're all different, uniquely cultivated, different. And so the biggest thing is realizing there's no competition. There is, everybody has their own platform to do the things that they're here to do. And when we sow jealousy, we can end up just doing some of the things that are unbecoming of us, whether it's stealing, robbing from others, slander, not liking others because they're prettier than us, they have more money than us, they live in a bigger house than we do, they have a better car, they have a better spouse, they have better children. We're comparing ourselves to others, and that is not what we're here to do. We're not here to compare our lives with others, because everybody's life is different. Again, your genetic, no family history is exactly like, even when you look at twins, even what they bring into their DNA is going to be different, right? Everybody is genetically different, just like spiritually. Everybody has their own gifts. And when we talk about fulfilling your purpose, it really, being jealous of others, feeling like you're in competition with others, can leave you with not just a bad taste in your mouth, but just have you, feeling frustrated, angry, and inviting other weeds that can continue to rob you of your spiritual fruit. That frustration and shame and guilt and resentment and vengeance versus feeling that, I have something to offer, something unique to offer, that no one can do it like me, and feeling proud of that, feeling happy of that, feeling grateful of that. Because, one of the things that my mom told me that I write about in my book is that gratitude brings more blessings. The book Inner Garden. And that's what I found out that has been true in my life. Being more grateful of things have brought more of often that same thing or other things in my life. And it's like going through daily, what can you be grateful for? If you talk about jealousy, that weed, one of the ways that you can help remove it is realizing that your life is different, realizing that there is no competition between us. There's only an expression of who I am. And the more that I work on myself, the more that I am grateful for what I have, the more that I'm just going to love me. And I'm not going to have that inner hatred. I'm not going to feel like I'm worthless. I'm not going to feel like I don't matter. I'm not going to feel like that other people have it better than me, right? Because it's not about that. Life is not about that. It's about an unfolding of our the truth that is within us. We're unfolding, and each day is an opportunity to do that. And so when I talk about gratitude, I know that many people say, write down at the end of the day what you're grateful for. I would have my clients to do that in the morning, but also too, it's a walking gratitude where you're actually, you can express gratitude no matter where you are. You can express gratitude while you're in the shower. You can express gratitude while you're cooking, while you're cleaning. Gratitude, there's no limit to it. And what I found out that I've written before is that gratitude is like that two-way fence. It helps to keep the pests out and keep the good stuff in. So it is so important that as we fulfill our divine purpose, that we're not, and when you're jealous, you're thinking about that other person. You're thinking about what they're doing. You're comparing your life to them. And it's like, if you're doing that, you're taking your focus, your spiritual energy, your focus off yourself and putting it on other people. And when we're doing our purpose, when we're fulfilling that divine purpose, we need as much energy on ourselves and what we're doing than on other people. And so that is another reason, is that, we want to be more focused on what we have to unfold. The more you take interest in who you are and what you're doing, and you become proud of it. And so again, realizing that no life is the same. There's no reason to be to feel guilt, shame, resentment. There's no reason to be jealous. There's no reason to compare. There's every reason to be curious about what it is that you have, and what you have, what can you do to unleash that power that is within you, that infinite power that is within you, that God power that is within you, whatever you may call it, spiritual power, whatever you may call it. Remember, it's not about the name, but it's what you attribute to that name. Is it good or is it evil? And so I just want to leave you with that Monday week thought that jealousy we can choose to sow that in our inner garden, that heart space where our soil is fertile. We can choose to do that, or we can reject jealousy. We can pull those jealous weeds up, and we can replant truths that I matter. My life matters. And there's no one that is like me. That is a powerful statement and powerful feeling, that no one is like you. And that's a good thing. And that everything that you have, how you're made from head to toe, is exactly how you need to, how you were handcrafted, perfectly handcrafted for this earthly journey, for this lifetime. That, in thinking about the robbers of the heart, coronary syndromes or heart conditions Mondays are still the big day of the week for that. And so, they contribute some of that to being that we're going back to a stressful job. And so if you're spending less time of being jealous of someone else's, what they have, the money they have, because often we'll go out and get a job, and as long as we're making the money, we're good, but we could be dying inside because it's not in alignment with who we are. And when you're jealous, like I said, it can leave you going into spaces that you don't need to be a part of. And so jealousy, no doubt, I would think that it can be at the root of a lot of the heart conditions we have, because when you're jealous, you're thinking of others, you're thinking of what they're doing. So go this week, go strong, and just believe that you are not a mistake. You are here for a reason. There's no competition, and that you have spiritual power inside of you that is waiting to be unleashed. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care of yourself. Make this lifetime great, because no matter what, you still can.